Good morning, Nuggets. It is your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. And today I decided not to pull cards. I was actually going to take today off and just do some me stuff. And I'm going to try to speak a little louder because I know how soft spoken I am. And of course, we have an airplane going by. But today I wanted to speak about familial or family toxicity, or the appearance of it, um, and also, I guess, what feels like spiritual attack. Okay. Of course, the opposition wants to steal, kill, destroy, and separate. So, being an enlightened person, we make sure that we keep that in mind. But we also need to make sure that we set clear boundaries. These past couple of years that I have been going through my ascension, my awakening, my healing, I have noticed my triggers and my patterns and how I deal with things that energetically steal from me. Um, it is something that was ingrained, as with most empaths or sensitive people. Our need to be helpers, our need to be healers, our need to fix it and help everybody feel okay. We take that on at a young age. Um, I am a big sister. I am the eldest grandchild of a family of, I think there's 28 original grandchildren, and then there's the great grands. I have always felt a sense of responsibility for my family. I've always felt that I was called to do something um, significant, not in the world. I didn't think it was that grand until I got a little older. But in my family, I knew that deep within me, I had a call to be a protector and be a guide and be a leader. And I heard that call. I'm probably going to say around the age of 20 or so. And I just took it as, I'm supposed to be the intercessor. I'm supposed to be the person to, pray for everyone and keep us together energetically on that level. And God has been showing me different. He has been showing me um, that the way that I was going about it was not correct. Being a I am a person that does not take the lead usually, but well, let me take that back. Let me take that back because I usually am the initiator of a lot of things on my own. I'm usually the first one to do most things when it comes to um, my family. I'm usually the one that does things first. Um, and then, you know, you get criticized for it, you get talked about for it, you get, the snares and jeers and the, you know, negative things of a person that is looked at differently. Okay. I have always been separate. I have always been different. I have always done things in a sense, my own way. And then when, of course, when you are a sensitive person and you do go ahead and just say, you know what, these people are not really digging me like that, and you go find your own, and you go and you start paving your own way, and you start doing things that make you happy and give you joy. People don't like change, and this is probably something. People don't like change. People don't like for you to do something that they're not doing, or that they don't realize that they are capable of themselves. So what they do is they put um, energetic restriction on you. Um, they do everything they possibly can to um, siphon and suck the joy and the spirit and the energy out of you, so that when you are in a lower vibration, and this is not just familial energy I am speaking of, this is universal. When you are a person of light and understanding, and you are in tune with yourself, people will come for that because they don't have it for themselves. And this is just honest TT talk truth. I am not doing this to put anybody on Front Street. I do not believe in airing familiar laundry. However, when it is a teaching moment, when it is something that is therapeutic, and especially when it's something that can help somebody else, a testimony that can help somebody else say, you know what, I'm going through that too, and I don't know how to let this be, or grow from it, or heal from it. Maybe we can get in contact and help each other. um, I'm going to be honest, the black community does not do um, therapy very well. It's frowned upon because, oh, you're crazy. Well, going to your girlfriend who has been in the same relationship for 3 years and it's not going anywhere, and she's not happy, and you going to her, how is that going to give you a solution? You're both sharing the same energy, and it's a repeated cycle. So going to someone outside of that energy, outside of that know-how, probably best for a different level of perspective. Doesn't always have to be. Does not always have to be. But healing is our responsibility. We are responsible. Yes, we are responsible for our own healing. Nobody else is responsible for handling our triggers. However, when you have been in a situation where the toxicity has been so ingrained that when you do speak up, your words are ignored because of you. And I'm taking that responsibility. I'm taking my responsibility because I have continued to perpetuate and give leniency and say okay. That's not helping anybody. I feel resentment. You've gone on about your life and you're okay until the next time you need something, and then you manipulate to get what you want. And it's just a repetitive cycle. And when you tell someone that this is what they're doing and this is how they are making you feel, and they tell you no, cut that shit off immediately. It is not for you. That person is not trying to grow with you. I don't care who it is. I don't care. Because if they cared to mend and save the relationship, they would be like, oh, okay. And listening, truly listening to heal and not listening to further manipulate and go around the circumstance and then end up doing it again. So that is no longer, that's no longer acceptable. God is not accepting foolishness from us anymore. Getting my torch here to light this. Um, when you have had a call on your life and you are chosen to do something in this world. Now, am I talking grand stage? No, a world is between you and another person. That is changing somebody's whole world because that is changing their perspective on the world. 1111 there. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I still have music here because we're doing Reiki as I'm doing this today because we need some healing. So break patterns. Break the patterns, break the cycle of repetitive thinking and that feeling that need to be accepted. By whom? For what? A lot of people don't accept themselves. So why are you working so hard for someone else to accept you? Accept self. I used to teach preschool, and one of the children was getting very, very disruptive while we were having our circle time. And it's so funny, and it's a joke between us teachers. I told the baby, he was saying, well, she's doing this and this and this, and no, you're not supposed to do that. And he's instructing, this child is instructing the other children when I am clearly telling everyone what to do, and we have the expectation that everyone is to do it. But he was such an eager child, and he had so many issues with control. Y'all don't. Ooh, we need preschool teachers who care. These children start off with tremendous trauma, tremendous trauma, especially in the black communities with lower economic status. Well, that we'll get to that another time. But this baby was in very much pain and had control issues. So he had to make sure that he was doing everything and telling everyone what to do, and he knew everything. So I politely said to him in the most tender way I possibly could, I said, it is okay. You mind your business and everyone else will mind theirs. I was reprimanded for telling the child to mind his business. So, I do not tell the children to mind their business anymore. I tell them to govern themselves. Therefore, we're also teaching, we're expanding vocabulary. See, I'm always a teacher. Govern yourself accordingly. And if that encroaches on somebody else's idea of you, not literally encroaches on you, being aggressive and assertive and encroaching on their beingness. No. No, thank you. No. Govern yourself in your emotions, in your actions, and in your intentions. I don't know how much I can stress to you that energy is our sixth sense. That is another sense that we have that people try to tell us not to listen to because they don't want you to see through their bullshit. That's as that's what most of us do. We don't want to be truly authentic and vulnerable because we don't want to be judged. Well, let's start off by not judging each other, period, because we all have things that we're going through. Govern yourself. Healing is our own responsibility. It is a personal responsibility to heal ourselves from traumas of growing up. And this is not to diminish the love that I have for my family. Not at all. Not at all. This is to say that I am now taking responsibility for how I show up and what I allow. Being as sensitive as I am and feeling other people's energy, it tends to sway me. And I am working on the no longer being swayed by other people's emotions, but being centered in the core of my own. And knowing that the connection that I have with my sovereign God to my sovereign self is empowering. And when you start to recognize yourself and the power that you have by going within and truly having a relationship with God for yourself, that was what Jesus was trying to teach us. And he, to my knowledge, never told us to worship him. Yes, the God in him, but he was teaching us to go to God, to have a personal relationship, to embody the power of God within. But we're not going to do that because that hurts people's feelings. They don't understand the taking on responsibility and I could never be Jesus. Well, what are you supposed to be aspiring to? Hold on. My apologies, Nuggets. I get excited. So that came on for a reason for me to calm myself down. What is it that we're supposed to be aspiring to if we do not take ourselves and put ourselves actually in the intention and heart and love of Jesus? And I'm speaking to my Christian people now that call themselves Christians. I refuse to call myself that because the term Christian has become something very twisted. Anybody can call themselves a Christian now. So no, I am a believer. I believe Jesus. I believe his intention. I believe that part of it. Okay? So anybody that wants to, oh, damn me to hell, you're going to hell. You don't have that authority, first of all. And Jesus never condemned anybody to hell. So now that we have that established, because I'm getting off subject. Never mind. We'll let that go. We'll let that go. It is time to take responsibility for self. It is time for responsibility to be placed where it needs to be. So, When you take responsibility for yourself and you say, okay, this is what I will do, this is what I can do, that leaves room for the other people or the other person to take responsibility for themselves. If they do not do that, that is overstepping your boundaries, and that in lies the toxicity and the vampirism and the lower energies that will bring you down and keep you from producing the things that you're supposed to be producing. Don't let people speak over your life, especially somebody that does not have things in alignment for themselves. I don't care who it is. When I tell you, I don't care if it is your mother, if it is your father, your siblings, your aunt. I don't care if it's the president. No. Stop bullshit in its tracks. When someone is encroaching upon your energy and siphoning from you, that means that they cannot create for themselves. And then they do whatever it is that they can to take from you so that you're stuck in a lower energy trying to heal and come back and reverberate refresh yourself. And they've gone on about their business because they have done exactly what it is that they intended to do. They wanted to bring you down to their level so that you cannot ascend. We're ascending around here. You don't like it? I'm sorry that is your state of mind. Holding someone in the place that you are familiar is wrong. Period. Holding a person in I have had people bring up, and it's not wrong to remember things and reminisce and things of that nature, but when people are trying to use your past against you to keep you stuck, that's not healthy. And that is not coming from a place of love. That is coming from a place of envy, spite, and hurt to keep you stuck where they are because they don't feel that they can expand. So, what we're doing from now on, okay? Cutting bullshit. Not just other people. Don't take this as a license to go, oh, you're toxic, I'm not talking to you, oh, you're toxic, oh, this, I don't like that. No, because this is also about going within and learning how you trigger people, learning your hurt and how you project that onto other people. Okay, so it's not just a finger pointing, it's not a blame. It is taking responsibility for your healing and walking in that, not just for you, for others. Be the example. Jesus was our example. So if we're supposed to have all of this power and do greater works, why are we not walking in it? Why are we trying to stop other people from walking in their divinity? Because we don't do it the same way. Those are things to think about. Because once you get outside of that, that is when I believe you come into that love of what Jesus had for us. Jesus ate with prostitutes. He broke bread with tax collectors. Peter cut a man's ear off because he was coming to arrest Jesus, and Jesus told him no. He rebuked him. Healed the man, put his ear back on, and went on about his path. Jesus knew what he was supposed to be doing. But he also told Peter, I will build my church upon you. Why are we condemning people? Why are we hating on people? Because they love God and represent God. We are all ambassadors of God. Represent God different than what we do, different than what we were ingrained and taught. I want my people to take their divinity back. And when I say my people, I am not just talking about people of color. I am talking about people that love God. Take your energy back. Take your sovereignty back. Take your power back. Okay? This is what we're doing now. We are no longer holding other people accountable for our hurt. That's on you to heal. That's on you to fix. Stop siphoning off of other people because you don't feel good about you and you can't get what you want to make you feel good. So you go and make someone else unhappy and go on about your way. That's a demon. Okay? Am I damning somebody to hell for doing that? No. No. But what I am going to do is put that responsibility back on you to heal that. Cast that out. You don't have to be that way. It is your responsibility. And it is not to say any hurt or past pain is diminished by saying go and heal yourself. I'm not taking that away from anyone. What you felt and what you experienced is real for you. But it is also your responsibility not to spew that hurt onto someone else, especially children. Especially children. They didn't ask to be here. So guess what? It is your responsibility to teach them correctly. Teach them better than what you were taught. All this material world will go away. Everything, even this vessel. But what you teach, pass it on to the next generation. They expand on that. That's legacy. Legacy don't always mean money, honeys. You teach a child to love themselves, value themselves. It's not another person on this earth that can take anything from them. Teach our children better. Teach our children better than what we knew, than what we were taught, so that they can expand on it. Okay? That is my insight for today. Again, I said I wasn't going to post because I was really, really tired and wasn't feeling it. But when God said get up and do something, you move. Okay? Thank you all again. I do appreciate you. If you would like a personal spiritual guidance message, I have two price points: $25 for 30 minutes, $55.55 for up to an hour. And we will be able to, for that price point, we can video chat or we can voice chat, and you can ask as many questions as you would like to within that time. Okay, again, keep forgetting my new email address is platinumtouch1111@gmail.com. Please email me with any questions. If you are following me on Facebook, IG, or Twitter, those platforms are available as well to contact me. I want to see, it's at divineme_1111. Thank you again, lovelies. Be blessed. Have peace. I send you love, blessings, and light.